Hey, it's Rob at EMPI, live and in person, Denver, Colorado, Sewfine Interior Products. Let's go inside, let's have a look at what they do here. All right.
Welcome to Sewfine, Rob. We're so excited to have you here. We have lots of cool things to show you.
Thanks, Carol. Hey, it just seems like a few days since we were at SEMA. If you saw our GTV bug, you know what an awesome job Sewfine did for us. So what we wanted to do was get the full tour and see what they're all about. Strap in, this is going to be a good one.
So this is our shipping room. So let's just start in here. This customer picked what we call natural tweed, beige vinyl piping, and the customer can specify when they call, I want black and gray with red piping, or a pink flamingo embroidered on the skirt, or whatever.
You'll never find two Sewfine interiors that are exactly alike. Everybody gets to make it their own way. We can do it as custom as you want, or we have some bus panels over here that are, actually fairly stock. We got the colors are about right. We got the chrome trim added on there, so you can be as wild custom as you want, or as close to true stock and original as you want to be as well. Everything made to order. We'll have people calling us for install tips along the way. How do my seat covers get on there? I'm having troubles, struggles, carpet, headliner, getting these on there. We can pretty much troubleshoot just about any issues you might have, long distance.
Sometimes I have an orange car. What do I do? And we'll suggest, well, how about doing black vinyl with orange piping and orange thread? We have the ability to customize down to the thread and the piping.
So I can attest firsthand conversation with Carol and Logan and Mike as we were brainstorming the GTV that again you saw at SEMA. We just had some real basic ideas, and I think about 10 days later you guys showed up in Anaheim and said, does this look like what you wanted? And we said, well, yes, that's exactly what we wanted.
So let me show you some of the patterns that we use to make all these wonderful interiors. Every pattern is labeled for a specific vehicle and a specific year break. So this particular pattern piece is obviously 5664 bug, but it'll tell you on the pattern what to cut for what specific year. So again, we're patterns and raw goods.
Yep.
And we're extremely low tech. We have a piece of chalk, which is probably our high-tech piece of equipment.
Okay.
We lay it down on the pattern. We trace it out with chalk. We cut it out with scissors. We run it through the sewing machine and bind it. There's nothing here that's automated.
But the sewing machine's computer controlled, right?
No, the sewing machine.
Wait a minute, what? So this is all done by hand?
This is all done by hand. Very intensive precision work.
What Carol was telling me earlier was that the team literally scours junkyards trying to find pieces of interior so that they can measure and confirm and verify that there wasn't any variation. Now what happens when somebody grafts in a sunroof, a ragtop, when it's not supposed to be there originally?
Hold on. Let me answer that question.
Oh, hey, it's Mike.
Yeah. I thought I'd just drop in just to add a little 2 cents in here on the difference between an original ragtop and a grafted ragtop. And that all comes in with critical measurements. In this case, we didn't actually know it was a grafted car until we got to the shop.
Yep.
And whoever had done the job did a pretty decent job. They missed it by fractions of inches, which was giving a little bit because I did have a really nice fabric that stretched nicely, and we did allow the thing to get finished with all of these pieces put together. It went okay, a little blurpy here and there, but in the end, it was perfect.
Well, the finished product, if you saw it at SEMA, if you saw the coverage on Instagram, the finished product looks spectacular. But the idea that Sewfine can adapt and overcome for previous ownership, let's say maybe not great work, certainly not dimensionally accurate work, I think that speaks volumes about the quality of product that you produce.
We're going to talk about door panels. Door panels are a huge variety to the car itself, or the bus, or even if it's Type 3.
So hey, Mike, who gets to be Thor with this? This looks like a good time. What does this do?
Oh, well, that's just basic center punch or a drift punch, however you should say it. But what happens in that situation is that's how a pocket is created. What happens is when the pocket gets made, you have this backing here and you get a hole punched out of it.
Okay.
Everywhere there's a hole punched out of it, it creates a pleat. It's just a lot like eye candy. That's, most people say, I want pockets, but I'm not going to use them.
Right.
Because I love the way your pockets look, so pleated nicely. And uniformed really nice.
To take the door panel one step further, the customer will more than likely order an armrest. And we never use a stock armrest. So we will take the armrest that is appropriate for that vehicle, and this one, the armrest, would be upholstered in the same vinyl,
Right.
stitching in the same color stitching.
Wow.
So the armrest, the visor, the e-brake boot, every part of the interior gets blended together.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
to get out there, you have to come in here. And in here is our wood room, which we have all the master wood templates already cut out. All of our bugs, all of our Type 3s and our Vanagons and everything are already die cut. But if we don't have a die cut, then we come over to the router table over here. And there you go. Now you have it cut out perfectly. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and drill the clip holes, take it all back off, get it all sanded up. When it's all sanded up, it's going to end up looking of this nature as a finished product. Okay, so over here, Doug is doing door panels also. This is what happens after you staple it, more or less.
Yeah, so pretty much after you staple it and you stretch it around, staple around, then we try to trim this all the way around as smooth as possible and narrow so you can get your clips in. And everything's pretty much, we treat like everything's like a Porsche. You gotta make everything really neat.
We like for it to look nice when it's in the car, but we also like it to look nice when the customer pulls it out of the box. So it does look like really a nice product, and a lot of craftsmanship has gone on into this. This is the rear quarter panel in the front, which would be the driver's side.
But then the light gray to the dark gray, so that transition is uniform across all the panels.
Yes.
So there's a lot of measuring, there's a lot of being careful when you cut, because if you mess one up, you've got to redo the whole panel, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay,
You
So-
want all your lines to match perfectly.
beautiful.
Well, in reality, when it's in the car, you're going to be setting back about this far apart because of the
Okay.
B pillar.
Uh-huh,
But still, you've got the same uniformity front to rear.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I mean, we have so many different styles of door panels. This is just a couple of them.
Right. So let's recap real quick. You have the biggest collection of patterns in the Volkswagen world. You've got no CNC, you've got no computers, you've got a Doug and a Bree and a Marie, and you've got Mike with 45 years of experience, you've got Carol with
30?
30, you've got Logan,
7, I think.
he's the rookie here, 7 years. So when you order from Sewfine, what you're getting is just this. Marie, how many years you been here?
30 plus.
Marie's been here 30 plus years. So you're getting, let's add that up real quick, that's a lot. What you're getting is all this brain power, but all this knowledge and all this craftsmanship, that's what goes into every Sewfine kit. We haven't seen one off the shelf. Oh yeah, they want a XYZ 1, 2, 3. Blip, put it in a box, send it. They don't do that here at Sewfine. So if you're looking for that, there's other people that do that. But if you want custom, you want personal, you want the inside to look as good as the outside, then you have to call Sewfine. It's really that simple. And you can call them because they'll actually pick up the phone and speak with you. So I don't know what else you could want, but if you want it, these guys have it.
So in addition to all the shipping that we do, we also have customers bring us their cars. This gentleman brought us his bus years ago, and we did a full interior in it. But camping here in the Rockies can get a little bit chilly at night, so he brought it back for us to do seat heaters.
All right, Logan, I got to ask, I'm a California guy. this whole seat heater thing. Now in Colorado, I get it. You know, my bottom's a little cold. I don't want to get too personal here, but so tell me about seat heaters. That's an option on everything you do?
Pretty much, yeah. We can do seat heaters in any vehicle. So this gentleman here, you know, this never would have had a seat heater, these rear benches. So, you know, you get a backrest and a bottom heater. You know, he's got two there. He's got 1, 2 here, and in these front buckets. So he kind of went all out. He's got seat heaters everywhere in his bus. But yeah, that's something that we can put in Bugs. You can put them in vintage split window buses. We do it a lot with our Vanagons. It's real popular with our Vanagon folks that kind of try and use their campers all year round. So as they're cruising down the road, the heaters in those Vanagons aren't up to, you know,
Wait, they have heaters? What?
I know, there's not a modern day heater, so these kind of help keep your butt and back warm as you're cruising and doing your winter or fall camping. Some of the things that we did for this particular customer, we did a brand new seat covers, brand new foam. Actually, again, going back to the fact that we're an EMPI dealer, this is an EMPI steering wheel and adapter kit that we put on here for him as well. Kind of a cool item we did for him. We can do it for just about anybody, but we would need you to send your dash to us. As you can see here, we have a nice kind of vinyl wrap on the top pad of the dash that matches the vinyl from the seat covers and door panels. And the tweed insert here, again, matches the tweed that we did on his door panels and seat covers. So even his dash kind of blends in and matches the entire interior that he had us make up for him.
So Mike is going to be doing some French seaming on these seat covers, which is a stitch on either side of the seam. The customer already asked for his pleats to be a double needle. The most difficult part of these is sewing that perfect seam around the stitch line. And if he sews this whole thing and over here at the end he messes up or his needle breaks or something, this just goes right into the trash and we start over.
One question. So just so I get it, so customer specified material, customer specified thread, customer specified stitch, and then all you have to do is just make it perfect. Is that how that works?
And thread color.
And thread color. Okay. Wow.
Because the colors come in such an array of colors. We can do anything from a hot pink to a great looking blue like this. It's where custom has no limits. And there's no limits here. You can get what you want.
All right. Beautiful.
It's all personal to the customer.
Take it away, Mike.
Yes, we do that.
Here, two identical EMPI race trim seats. You know, one customer wanted that tartan plaid that you saw actually in the GTV II SEMA car, you know, with a nice black vinyl. This customer wanted another nice beige color, but he went for all this kind of upgraded high-end stitching on there. Again, same exact seat, done two totally different ways to fit, the two various customers, color scheme of their car and their own kind of personal taste. In addition to the obvious interior work that we do, we can also offer you a full line of EMPI parts as well. So this particular customer, in addition to the race trim seats that we saw earlier, those will be going in this Bug as well. He also opted to go for one of the EMPI long blocks. We have a twin tip stainless steel EMPI exhaust. We have a dual port K-Dron carb kit on here, all provided to us by EMPI. The doghouse shroud, oil coolers, spark plug wires, pulleys, you name it. We got almost this entire engine is brand spanking new from EMPI.
So Mike, Carol, Logan, we have to say thank you so much for letting us come in. I know we disrupted your day. I know you got a lot of work to do, but it was amazing to see the level of work that you do and how much craftsmanship goes into every piece of interior that you do. Thanks again for letting us see it.
You're very welcome.
Thanks Rob, we loved having you.
Thanks, Carol.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Logan. Now please tell our audience how they can get a hold of Sewfine.
All right, so the best ways to get in touch with us, like Rob highlighted earlier, give us a ring on the phone, 720-287-2127. Email sales@Sewfine Products. Our website is sewfineproducts.com, and you can follow us on Instagram, Sewfine Interiors _528.